Whether you are a passenger, learning how to drive, or already driving, you've probably seen someone run a stop sign before, or you've run one yourself. For some people, this is intentional, but for many, it's unintentional. Running a stop sign can result in failing a driving test, or for those who already have their license, a fine and demerit points. In this video, we'll look at why drivers run stop signs and how to make sure you don't run one yourself. This video is part of the Good Driving Habits series, where we talk about small things that can make big difference in your driving. First thing to be aware of is to always look ahead where you want the car to go, scan for signs, make sure that you are proactive rather than reactive. When you are driving, it's important to look well ahead so that you can see the intersection in advance. This gives you time to prepare, slow down, indicate on time, and position properly. Always remember to look far ahead where you want the car to go and be proactive. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people don't stop at the stop sign or end up not seeing the stop sign is multitasking. When you are coming to a stop sign, you need to avoid multitasking. In other words, focusing on too many things at the same time. Even though some people think multitasking is a good thing, sometimes it's not, and we want to avoid doing too much as we approach intersections. When we come to an intersection, a lot of people try to slow down, position the car, and look left and right, and then forget to stop. It's important to avoid multitasking too much when driving. So like here, I'm gonna be going left, indicate left, gonna slow down. Now if I start looking too much like here, I might come here and end up stopping like way too far forwards. So you have to make sure that you do one thing at a time. So one thing at a time when you come into a stop sign. Make sure you stop the vehicle first behind the solid line, and then after stopping, then that's when we're gonna go ahead and look a lot. A better way to do this is to indicate around 3 to 5 seconds ahead, start slowing down on time, so don't slow down at the last minute, and position the car properly. We then want to come to a full stop behind the line before looking left and right. If you try to look left and right while also trying to stop at the same time, you are more likely to forget to stop or even stop too far forward. So always avoid multitasking when approaching a stop sign. So here I'm looking ahead, I'm coming to a stop sign, and I'm gonna check my mirrors. I'm gonna be going left, I'm gonna indicate left, and then I'm doing one thing at a time. I'm gonna position the car properly, I'm slowing down as well. Position, I'm gonna come to a complete stop first before I start looking around too much, and then looking left and right, no one is coming, I can go. Because there, if I start looking too much before I come to a stop, I might end up running a stop sign or doing a rolling stop, which doesn't really count as stopping. But then when you come into a giveaway sign, for example this giveaway sign here, I'm gonna be going left, I'm gonna indicate left. I'm gonna start looking early because I know there's no one coming, so I can just keep going. The giveaway sign, you don't need to stop. So if you go through without stopping at the giveaway sign, that's fine. If you've done driving lessons or you've talked to some people, you would have heard about stopping at the stop sign for 3 seconds. So now the question is that a rule or is it a myth? Stopping at a stop sign for 3 seconds is just a technique, not a road rule. The rule states that the car has to come to a complete stop, but it doesn't specify a time. However, even though the 3 seconds isn't a road rule, it's a technique that works, which is why most driving instructors use it. So even though it's not a road rule, it works and it can help prevent you from failing your driving test or getting a heavy fine. Now let's talk about what to do if you stop at the stop sign but you can't see properly and your view is obstructed. For example, your view might be obstructed by trees, houses, and so on. Now here's what to do if you can't see properly at the stop sign. Some intersections with stop signs are hard to see. We call these blind intersections or closed intersections. They are usually blocked by trees, fences, parked cars, and so on. If you come across a stop sign with cars or trees blocking your view, you still have to come to a complete stop behind the solid white line. After stopping fully, around 3 seconds is the recommended, you can then creep forward or inch forward to get a better view of the road. You don't need to fully stop again while inching forward unless there is a car coming. Yeah, I'm looking ahead, I'm being proactive. I'm gonna go right at the stop sign. I'm gonna check my mirrors, I'm gonna indicate right. I'm gonna start slowing down the car, so doing one thing at a time. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to a complete stop first before I look around too much. And I'm gonna look. Now here, I actually can't see what's going on the right, so I'm gonna roll forward. Even if I have to stop again, like here, there's a car coming. Even if I have to stop here again, that's okay. And then no one else is coming, so I can turn. Even if you have to stop over the line afterwards, that's okay. Then here I'm gonna give you another example. I'm gonna be going left at the stop sign. So I'm gonna check my mirrors. I'm gonna indicate left. Slowing down the car, doing one thing at a time, and I'm gonna make sure that I stop the car behind the solid white line, and then I'm gonna do my 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, but there are cars coming, so I'm gonna stop longer. So I'm just gonna stop. If there were no car coming after 3 seconds, I can just go. So no one else is coming, so I can turn. So here at the end of the road, I'm gonna give you another example. This one is actually a little bit complicated because it's on a hill and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I need to remember to focus on one thing at a time. So I'm gonna look ahead. There's a stop sign. You can see the sign. I'm gonna check my mirror, indicate right. There's a car behind me. So here I'm gonna come. First thing I'm gonna focus on is to make sure that I stop the vehicle behind the line without blocking the road that I'm about to go into, and then I can't see properly, so I'm gonna creep forward, especially the left side is really hard to see, and then I can stop again. If I stop here, that's okay because the car's coming from there, they can see me. Then here no one is coming, then I turn. So now the question is, what happens if you don't stop fully at the stop sign? If the car doesn't fully stop at the stop sign and you are on your driving test, the test will be terminated and you fail immediately. Another thing that can happen is you likely get pulled over by the police and get a heavy fine, as well as lose around 3 demerit points. There's gonna be an interesting intersection coming up, and this one, it's got a giveaway sign and also it's got a stop sign. So the first thing that I see here when I'm looking, I see there's a sign showing me that there's a stop sign ahead. And so here I come, gonna go ahead and indicate left, because I can only go left here because of the arrows. So at the giveaway sign, I'm gonna be going left, and then at the stop sign, I'm gonna be turning right. So here, first thing, I can start looking at the giveaway sign because I know that I don't really need to stop at the giveaway sign. So here, no one is coming, so I can go. And then I'm going to indicate right. The first thing I do is to come to a full stop. 1, 2, 3. There's no one coming. I can go. That's it for this video, and I hope you learned something from it. If you did, you can give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe for more driving related videos. Keep practicing and stay positive. You'll get your license in no time. Thanks for watching.